All right, so here we are. You got City Hall right here, fire station right here, me. All right, guys, it's a little after 6 a.m. The camper is about 95% complete, but I want to go ahead and test it out. I was actually in Colorado for most of last week, got in late Sunday, and just kind of pushed all my plans off. I was lazy for the first few days back after recovering from the wedding. But yeah, I'm excited to go ahead and test it out this weekend. I'm actually going to be heading to Kentucky, go to Maker's Mark to finally pick up my barrel of bourbon. I've been waiting years for it while it's been aging, so I'm really excited about this. I've even got my little golden ticket. So it feels like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and I'm Charlie, and I just got my golden ticket. But yeah, gonna test out the camper fully. I'm gonna do more of a walkthrough later so you guys can actually see the inside. And then at some point I'll do a full in-depth video of all the construction that went into it and all the different components. But with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and get on the road, get moving, and get to Kentucky. So let's go. Just stopped at Chick-fil-A real quick and realized I should probably clarify a few things. One, I already looked back at the video and realized I completely missed the Maker's Mark golden ticket, so I'll drop a picture of it here so that you guys can actually see what that looks like. Two, I'm not buying an entire barrel of bourbon. My name was engraved on the top of a barrel a couple years back, and I've just been waiting for that to finish, and you can go and hand dip it and do the wax and everything and buy a couple bottles. So that's what I'm actually heading to do. And then three, the main goal is to stealth camp at Maker's Mark. So I'm going to Cumberland Falls in Louisville, and I'm actually joining my Maker's Mark tour on Sunday morning. I waited till Thursday late in the day to actually call and make my reservation, so Sunday was all that was left. I really should have called probably a week or two ago, especially since it's Labor Day weekend, but I'm a procrastinator, so that's how it goes. But gonna finish eating real quick and get back on the road. Go, leaving Tennessee and into Kentucky. Woo! All right, getting off the highway, there's the sign, Cumberland Falls. Let's go. Nothing more American. Just got back to the car. The waterfall was beautiful. Cumberland Falls is amazing. I definitely see why they call it the Niagara Falls of Kentucky. But this place overall is pretty funny. People are literally just walking around, drinking beer, blasting cigs, and there's even fresh funnel cakes being made right at the front of the park. So it's almost like a big American stereotype here, but it's pretty funny. Place is still beautiful. I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna make some lunch and then probably do a couple other hikes in the area, and yeah, then figure out a spot to camp from there. Little lunch spot. All right, so inside the camper, just making a quick little lunch right here in the water. Just parked the car, and now I'm headed down to the Pinnacle Fire Lookout Tower. Shouldn't be too bad of a hike. It looks like it's maybe 1.5 in, 1.5 out, but climbing to the top of the tower will be fun. That's what I'm excited for. Hopefully see some views of the falls and then the surrounding area. Man, bugs are bad already though. Whew. Oh, and snakes. Hopefully see some snakes. Timber rattlesnake or something like that. That would make my day. Look at that. Whew. And stop number 2, Eagle Falls Trail. This should give a good view of Cumberland Falls, and you can also see Eagle Falls, so I'm excited for that. You can already see the water. There you go, now they look at Cumberland Falls. Ooh, beautiful. treat myself to something special tonight. I am actually on the way to Harland Sanders restaurant, the birthplace of KFC. So gonna have some good old fried chicken. There she is, folks. The original Sanders Cafe, birthplace of KFC. Ooh. The man, the myth, the legend. Here driving around in good old Corbin. Real old school. Cute little town though. That's Sanders Park. Stuffed myself at KFC and now I gotta try and find a camping spot. Boondocking here, a little harder than expected. Not quite like it is out west or in the mountains in North Carolina. Definitely a lot more sparse as far as just like free camping where you can pull over, no reservations, and just pop up the tent. But we're seeing a road earlier and a couple like shoot offs for trailheads, so trying to find that area again and hopefully snag a spot. Just found it. I'd hopefully find some spots down in here. See what we're working with. No luck on the Forest Service Road. Went in pretty deep and couldn't find anything. There's even a trailhead down there and it barely had parking. You had to kind of squish on the side. So I'm going back out. I know there's one other spot, but it'll kind of be right beside the road. I was hoping to not have to camp there, but if it comes to it, that'll probably be the spot for tonight. So just driving back out now. Definitely striking out tonight on the free camping sites. Couldn't find anything on the Forest Service Road. Looked at a few other spots and still nothing. So might end up just parking lot camping for the night. But before it got too dark, I wanted to at least give you guys a look at the inside build. Just to give you an idea of how that's looking. Again, it's probably, these bugs are on my, it's really only like 90% complete, but just have a few little last touch-ups really to finish it. So starting off, you'll see the L couch has been fully built out. I've got the kitchen area over here, microwave, that's going to be drainage, and then the sink, and then that's the fresh water for the sink up top. Just got storage over here on the side right now, and yeah, organization right now is non-existent. I've got a lot to work on as far as that, but I'll jump in, and if you take a look in the back, you'll see that's where I'm housing the battery stations all in here. And then the fridge slash freezer is here. And this entire part actually lifts up so you can get in there and access everything. And I still need to finish covering these cushions. I've got to decide on what material I'm going to put on the outside. I've got to attach the actual sink faucet part. And then I need to find something to cover up that back portion and then figure out exactly how storage is going to work over here. But yeah, it's really coming along. I can at least stealth camp down here and lay flat across, or like tonight, if I've got the tent up, I can sleep up top. So I'm really happy about this build. Plenty of space to walk around in this area too. I even laid down there earlier and had lunch, so you can sit there, hang out. It'll be plenty of space for the dogs to be either down here or up top. So yeah, build went really well. Huge shout out to my friend Will. He helped me out a ton with this. We kind of traded off work. We'd work a little in the truck camper and then also in his pergola, and we pretty much finished both projects around the same time, which is really nice. But yeah, that's really the first look at the truck camper build. I'll probably do a more in-depth video covering all the construction that went into it once I've actually finished like the cushions and the sink and those last little pieces. But for now, you guys can at least get a glimpse of all of that. I'm gonna start getting ready for bed. I'm hoping to be in bed pretty early tonight just so I can get up and drive to Louisville and use the most of tomorrow. And then Sunday's the big day, heading to Maker's Mark to finally pick up the bourbon. So super excited for that. All right, closing up shop for now. Put all the linens on here. Morning. I know I'm probably looking pretty rough, so I apologize for that. Ended up getting up at like 11:30, 11:45 last night to walk back over to Cumberland Falls to see the moonbow. There was a full moon last night, so you can actually see this moon rainbow that forms at night, which is wild. I tried to get it on video and camera. It doesn't do it justice, but to the naked eye, you can see it, and it was really cool. So I'm glad I went back over for that. It's about 7 a.m., so I'm gonna make some oatmeal, get on the road, and head to Louisville. Nice and foggy today. And I did end up moving the truck from that corner to over here just because it was more level. And now the big test for today is going to be seeing how the microwave performs. So got some of these Kodiak cake oatmeal power cups, kind of rip off. They're like $2.50 a piece. But I bought them just to test them out in the microwave. So we'll see how they do. Nice. All done. And it really only drained like 1% on the main battery. It went from 61 to 60%. Nice. Not a bad morning. Camper's all packed up. Gonna go do a little sink bath on the other side of the road and push on. Just saw the sign for Buc-ee's, so I'm gonna have to stop and get a brisket burrito for breakfast. Those things are so good. I'm craving it. Oh, there's another sign. Good old Busey's. I had Buc-ee's for the first time after picking up the camper in California. On the way back, I passed one in Tennessee, stopped and was blown away. The place is so clean, it's huge, and the brisket is stupid good. Oh my God, to say the least. Used to always go to this place called The Pit in Raleigh for brisket. I loved it for years. But then after COVID, I don't know if they changed staff or something. The food was just never the same. The brisket just kind of wasn't on point anymore. And I went to Buc-ee's and I was like, man, the brisket here is better than it is at The Pit now. So anytime I see one, I have to stop and get some good old brisket. So that's the plan now. There she is, Buc-ee's. Look at that, this place is a compound. Oh my God, it's massive. Gas pumps for days. Let's see if we can get a spot in here. Brisket taco time. God, these things are so good. Shout out to Buc-ee's. Let's get it. Just absolutely devoured that breakfast brisket burrito. That was so good. And I'm actually going to stop one more spot for a special treat. There is a Harry Potter themed cafe that I'll be going through in Lexington, Kentucky. So I'm gonna stop there, get a cool themed drink. I'm a big Harry Potter fan, always have been. Used to go to the book releases as a kid. Big nerd, you know. I loved reading, so gonna stop there. Hopefully get a cool drink. I don't drink coffee, so I guess we'll just get a tea or something though. But yeah, that's the next stop before Louisville. Okay, just parked in downtown Lexington. About to go into the Harry Potter themed cafe. Butter brew is in hand and we're back on the road. Not a big coffee drinker, but they told me it's not actually coffee. It's more of like a flavored drink. Pretty sweet, a lot of caramel in it, but hey, it's waking me up. Look at this man. Give this guy a raise. Coming into Louisville. Woo. Looking nice.
Take the exit.
Finished up at the Louisville Slugger Museum. Unfortunately, I couldn't video in there, but that was a really cool experience. And I even got a little mini bat. Now I'm actually at the waterfront park, and it is incredible. Views are amazing. Probably gonna chill here, eat a little bit of food, and then figure out my plans for the rest of the night. Another sandwich on the water in Louisville, Kentucky. Just had another sandwich, and now it's time for a little bike ride on the river walk. Do a little exploring and go up on the bridge. Just got done with the bike ride. It's a scorcher. It's so hot outside. It was beautiful going across the bridge and everything, but I'm dying right now. I was trying to find some spots I could go jump in the water or go tubing, but it looks like they're all closing. There is a little kid water park right here, and I think I'm about to just run through real quick and just get cooled off. I biked by it. There's some older people there, so I won't look like a total creep, but I'm just dying, so I need something. Whew, it was worth it. Quick cool off. Oh, feels so much better. We're in Loretto. Getting close to Maker's Mark, 3 miles away. The Maker's Mark.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn left onto Burke Springs Road.
There it is, Maker's Mark Distillery, Star Hill Farm. Alright, so stealth camping at Maker's Mark is going to be harder than I thought because they lock it down. The main entrance is fully closed at 5 o'clock, and this is for employees only and goes into the back part, but there's some sheep up there. So, gotta try and find a different spot. Yeah, there's the main gate. It's all locked down. Ended up finding a back entrance to Maker's Mark that's currently just a closed road over here. So, pulled over there for now. Gonna cook some dinner, figure out if this is the spot for the night. So for dinner tonight, just gonna keep it easy and do chicken wraps with sauteed veggies. So working on that now. Also got this special Fadi Foods taco seasoning. Give it a little extra flavor. I love this stuff on chicken. All right, got the meat going now. Veggies are over there. Need to cover those up. Let's get to them. Chicken wrap number 2. These came out so good. They are delicious. Unfortunately, not going to be able to camp in this spot tonight. While I was finishing up dinner, one of the guys from Maker's Mark was coming around doing his rounds. He happened to see me and came down and we talked for a while. He was super nice, super cordial. We actually talked about the truck camper and then about North Carolina versus NC State football. I'm a big Wolfpack fan, but he was a Chapel Hill fan. But with that said, he was explaining to me that recently somebody actually in this area broke in, and there's a warehouse up here on the hill, and they got into the warehouse and then ended up getting arrested. So needless to say, security is pretty heightened right now around Maker's Mark just to avoid issues like that. And so he was saying anytime somebody gets this close to the area after hours, it kind of raises red flags for them. And I told him I didn't want to stress him out at all or cause any issues, so I wasn't going to push it as far as camping here. But gonna have to circle back and hopefully can find something close by in town. If not, I probably have to backtrack pretty far. Fortunately, there's not a lot of free camping around this area. But again, the guy was super nice, and he went above and beyond. He even gave me the main guard tower's number just in case for any reason I needed anything while I'm in the area. So huge shout out to him. Maker's Mark has a great employee, and yeah, no hard feelings on the camping. I fully understand. Always got to check the area before I leave. You know, leave it better than you found it, even if it's just a road. Well, since Maker's Mark didn't work out, I'm thinking the next best thing is going to be camping at the City Hall of Loretto. So we're going to see if this pans out. All right, so here we are. You got City Hall right here, fire station right here, me. And I think I'm going to pop the tent up because it's way too hot to be in the bottom. So, fingers crossed. There you have it. Ooh, camping at City Hall actually worked out pretty well. Other than, weirdly, at 3 a.m. last night, a family showed up and started playing on the playground. Very bizarre. They were there for like 30 minutes, super loud, and then they took off. I don't know, they were on a road trip too or what, but very strange. There you go. Whew, it's bright today, I can barely see. Was definitely bummed at first last night when I realized I wasn't going to be able to stealth camp at Maker's Mark, but I think everything worked out for the best. This park in this whole area is really beautiful. So camped up there at City Hall and then drove down early this morning to use the bathroom right here. But I probably could have found another spot to camp at Maker's Mark, and I know a lot of people probably would have tried to, but I didn't want to be disrespectful. I actually saw another spot when I was heading out, but like I said, I didn't want to push it with that guy last night. He was super nice to me, so I wasn't going to be disrespectful. And what I didn't realize is I'm actually still right beside part of Maker's Mark. Down here, they've got property as well, so I was right beside it all night. So there you go, close enough. All right, it's golden ticket time. Let's go inside Maker's Mark and take a look at this barrel. There we go. Jeez, even bathrooms are so nice. It's actually a National Historic Place. Here we go. Wax tipping time. Yeah.
All right, you're on candid camera.
Ready?
Yep.
Out there.
Yep, perfect. On the side, yep, spin, 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 spin. Stand her on up.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
You better put it down so he can put that stamp on there.
I got something special for you here. Everybody right, don't get these. This is graduating ambassadors at Maker's Mark Distillery.
Let's go.
Let's get it. Boom. Let's keep this party going, man.
Just finished up at Maker's Mark. Such a cool experience. We got my little ambassador name tag on and everything. But yeah, getting to hand dip my own bottles from my batch of whiskey was super cool, and getting the stamp on top. Also got to tour the entire facility, which was amazing, and taste everything. We even got to taste a private select barrel called the Taste Panel. And what they call it is this bazinga effect at the end, where it just kind of shocks you. It hits all your taste buds, and that was incredible. I wish I could have bought some of that. Unfortunately, it's not sold here. It's only sold at private select stores, but they're thinking about actually releasing it there at the Star Hill Farms facility too. So hopefully. But yeah, kudos to Maker's Mark and my tour guide. Great experience. Happy to be an ambassador. And yeah, definitely want to get my family signed up for this too, so hopefully they can come out one day and get a barrel themselves. I did pick up a hat for my dad and some other apparel and stuff to take back to the family. But yeah, so such a cool experience. Highly recommended to anybody who can do it. But with that said, I think I'm gonna might try and head to a horse race. I looked it up. It looks like there's one starting here in a bit. If not that, I'll probably start making my way back towards North Carolina. Okay, new plan. We're going to Kentucky Downs to watch some horse racing, maybe do some betting. Got to get on the road though. Yeah, so I camped last night back over in that area, and if you see those black warehouses behind it, that's all Maker's Mark, where they store everything. So I pretty much did still stealth camp at Maker's Mark. In between the warehouses and the main Star Hills farm. Look at this picturesque Kentucky landscape. Horse farms for days. So beautiful out here. Yeah, hay barrels down. I guess right up to the end of it should be fine. Just that blue. I pulled a quick outfit change, and now I'm at the Kentucky Downs. Come on, 8. Come on, 8. Let's go. 8. Let's go. Okay, I'm ecstatic right now. I just hit 3 win play show bets back to back to back. Super happy about that. Wish I'd put more money down. Could have walked away with a pretty nice payday, but still had some fun and won some money. Bet some on some horses my family chose to, but nobody won except for my mom on a $2 show bet. But yeah, great experience. I guess the Maker's Mark hat is lucky down here in Kentucky. But yeah, great experience. Glad I got to make it to the Kentucky Downs. Been an awesome day, and I think I'm gonna start making my way back home now. All right, there we go. Leaving the Mint Gaming Hall in Kentucky Downs. Had a great day. Okay, guys, that pretty much does it for this episode. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up and head home back to North Carolina. Had an epic trip. I got to see all of Kentucky, Cumberland Falls, Louisville area. Got to finally go to Maker's Mark, and then also hit Kentucky Downs to see some horse racing. So really thrilled. Everything worked out really well. It was awesome getting to test out the interior build on my camper too and see how everything functioned. Still got some things to tweak, and I've got that last 5-10% I need to finish up, but all in all it worked really well. I actually just stopped to get gas and food and change into my comfy t-shirt, and I actually got Burger King. I saw the commercial for their new wraps, the chicken wraps, so I had to go and try those. So I'll let you know how those are, but I'm gonna get back on the road now. So yeah, thank you guys for watching as always, and take care, everyone.